Okay, good afternoon, everyone. In this opportunity, I'm gonna share I'm just created a notebook in Collab for everyone. That this is the public notebook. I'm writing it in GitHub, so it is public. And the notebook is could be used to running FluidX3D in Collab with its GPU capability. Because not everyone has access to GPU, and this project could be the answer to everyone who want to trying LBM GFD with FluidX3D in NVIDIA GPU. In this case, we are using T4, and it could be run in easy way because the initial project in initial project it is hard coded in C++ FluidX3D. If we should see some video about FluidX3D created by Dr. Moritz Lehmann. We should see it. FluidX3D. So the LBM GFD is the computational fluid dynamics used with LBM method. This is the FluidX3D. We can make GFD like this in Collab. Okay, we go back to the notebook. So here we are. We have the setup environment to copying the FluidX3D from GitHub. Yes, from Dr. Moritz itself, his GitHub, and the runner is from my GitHub. We will installing some OpenCL package and reinstall the NVIDIA driver 555 because it is the one that I find this is the most stable for doing the FluidX3D. And then we will go to cache setup. I'm just making two kind of cache. First is external flow in ground, like we want to simulating some vehicle or some building, and the external flow fly where we would use it to simulate the flying object like shape, like plane or spaceship right away. And then this is the definition of the case. The physical speed is the SI International Standard Unit. This is in meter per sec, and the physical length is the characteristic length of the object. I mean the voxelized object, like if you are putting some plane, say it has like 15 meters, just write 15. And for the domain, we can make the ratio from domain to object like this. If we are want to the domain like 5 times larger than the object, we just say the ratio object to bounding box is 0.2 because 0.2 times 5 is 1. The ratio is 0 to 1. Yes, and this is maximum simulation time. The physical time, it's second in the simulation, not the time step, right? And physical density, this is 1.42 because it is density of air. I'm just using standard air density. This is general viscosity, like 1.48 times 10 power minus 5. And the LBM speed, this is the variable that controlling how many time step that will created in the fluid X3D. More, if we are setting it more smaller, we will get the smaller time step in the simulation. Then this is STL file source, where we are uploading the STL file in our notebook, and the STL file name. And this is just some configuration like resolution or how many LBM cells will be generated in this simulation. And then this is bounding box, because LBM is the fluid actually is based on cubic shape. We can make like boundary condition in the simulation, where we can make it solid or inflow outflow. And then flow orientation in the fluid X3D. I only cool to setting the flow orientation in just one axis. I'm still not able to make the flow orientation like in the 45 degree of S or something. I'm just able to doing it in one orientation like S, Y, or Z. And then this is SCL file verification, because we can visualize the SCL file before we are using it in simulation. And then the sum of verification size, this is minimum coordinate, maximum coordinate of STL or something. And then the SCL scalar, if we are want to scale the SCL file before the simulation. And then some translator, because sometimes we want to move some file, move some geometry in the SCL file. And then the automatic centering. This is just simply centering your object, your geometry in the center of geometry. And then rotator, this is if you want to make some research about how angle of attack is affecting your aerodynamics. You just changing it and seeing the change in here. And then we are just doing verify SCL file. When we are copying the SCL file to the simulation, and we just run it for the code declaration, and we are doing the simulation. Okay, now hands on, I will do it. Now I want to making the simulation offline, just install just doing the setup. I'm just install all the package it needed for simulation. And then I will uploading the file, the SCL file, because this is the plain simulation. I will upload the model of plane. In this case, I would uploading the F-15, the American fighting jet. Okay, it uploaded, and external flow fly, because I want the plane to flying in the domain play. Just Just waiting. Okay, I will set the physical speed. I want the plane to flying in the compressible regime, like 300 kilometer an hour. That's about 100 no the 90 meter per sec. The physical length of the what's the dimension of F15? Dimension of F15 is 19 meters. Yes, 19.3, and physical width in wingspan 13 meter. Okay. Don't forget to adding the 0.0 because 0.0 or 0.3 because this is the float type data. Maximum simulation time, just want to simulate it in 3 seconds. Physical density, leave it. General, leave it. Ratio object to bounding box, I will make 0.2. No, I won't make it 0.8. And then LBM speed 0.075, and the file is this F15 course. I just want to copy the path and paste it in here, and copying the file name because this is the variable we will need later. Okay, it's building. Okay, resolution, because I want the simulation to be F high resolution in Y. I just increase the Y resolution and decrease the X resolution. Okay, approach sizing with GPU RAM. Actually, I'm just doing cell sizing, but I still not understand how to using that. Leave it in 12,000 because this is the maximum capability of this GPU. We have 15 gigs of RAM in VRAM, but we are just could make it in 12 gigs because Full X3D needs some buffer, needs some cache to doing simulation. And Zemin, I just wanted to inflow and outflow because the assumption is the plane is flying in high altitude. Okay, flow orientation, because I don't know, just because this is the plane is flying in y-axis, I just increase the y orientation. Okay, as a file verification, we have to waiting the module to build it. Okay, the driver is installed and we just run it again. Run, and then we just verify the file we are just upload. Yes, and this is the plane design we will use in the simulation. It is rotated in y-axis, right, and it has z up. We just need to center it again. Center, automatic centering. Okay, it is center. Just verify it again, and then okay, it is centered. And I think we have to control that the y-axis of, if we are setting the speed in plus in y-axis, it will come from the minus side, to the plus sides because it is a positive velocity, right? And then I'm just, because I want to rotate it a little bit in x-axis because I want it to having some angle of attack. I will rotate it in x just for 10 degree. And then if we are seeing in here, we are, oh, it is pointing down. I want to pointing it up because minus 20. Hey, this translator. Just center again, and we just rotate in minus 20. Okay, this is good. Okay, we just verify the STL file, and then we can do the simulation right now. Okay, it verified and do the simulation. Okay. I'm just waiting for a simulation to complete and seeing the result of simulation. I still not having capability to coding it for real-time monitoring, but at least we have in Google Colab we can make we can see the result of the simulation in bin and export. Okay, their side, top, and wing. Inside. Okay, here is our simulation, top and wing. If you're seeing this, we have a Reynolds number in like 7 million, 79 million, and having the resolution at 22 million grid resolution. No, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 200 grid cells in this simulation. That is a high number for simulation this day. If you are doing simulation in FEM, that will take forever, really. But in here we just need 4 hours, but because the Colab is just having capability to we can use it at least 5 hours, but because yesterday I'm using it, I just have 3 hours of runtime this time, and I will stopping it in 1 hour, in time remaining in 1 hour, because yeah, don't lose the progress, right? And because I'm just simulated in 3 seconds. I'm usually just simulate in 2 seconds or 1 second. This only 3 seconds is a little excess for me. Okay, we are waiting it. Okay, we see that the simulation is done, and this is the result of the simulation. We can see that this is a plane with error, that this is image of a plane that's flying, and we can see the line of vorticity. The red is high vorticity and the blue is low vorticity, and the black there is no vorticity. And then for continuing for saving our simulation, we just run the cell. I'm already done it, and as we see here, there is the video result of the simulation. And then you just need to run this cell for uploading your video to the Google Drive. And this is my video. Okay, and here is the result video for you to see what is the capability of this method of doing simulation. I hope this notebook can give you some help to doing some LPM simulation. And that's it. Just visit my GitHub and did some simulation. Thank you for your attention. I'm open if you need some help or some question. Just comment and I will answer. Okay, thank you.